right, let's see who's on first. Who is on first today? Barbara Dolores is first. Lakeista, you came in two today, Lakeista. Usually you're first. So Barbara Dolores is first. Lakeista is two. Good to see both of you. Dang, Lakeista, how you missed out? Like by seconds you missed out. Seconds. Um, all right. Janet, giving you love. Ebony Tolbert, hello. Neil Livingston. Good to see you. Alicia, good to see you. Buenos noches. Alfonso. The Honorable Glenda Jones, good to see you. And good to see you today. Buddy Ware is checking in from Lake Burton. Good to see her. Ruth Albright is on. Thank you. E. Joyce Paris with us every single Friday night. Catherine Grant, good to see you. Also, Gloria Wells, good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Jean Coleman has stuck her head in. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. Linda Kelly is on from Reno. Red strawberries, reminding everybody to juice. Lita! Good to see Lita, Condoleezza Coleman on as well. Sorry you didn't get in the pool. Brittany Curry is on, and we're sending out love to one of our favorite artists ever, Brittany Curry, visual queen extraordinaire. 9 years, Brittany. Congratulations to you. First Lady LaWanda Tillman of the First African Baptist Church. Good to see her as well. Savannah Black History is checking in. Good to see you as well. Talia, Miss Strawberry, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Evelyn Marshall is in the house. Hey, Evelyn. Thank you for joining us as well. Terica. Now, Terica has been gone for like 3 weeks, and she don't think that we've noticed. But yes, we've noticed that you've been gone. But good to see you, Terica. Cassell Bell, Coach, is on from Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Cynthia Smalls has checked in. Good to see you, and good to see my cousin Marion. We have finally talked. My cousin Marion, so good. Thank you for our condolences for it. He was a good dude, and may he rest in peace. That's actually my second uncle I've lost in 23 days. So my mom has lost her husband and 2 brothers in like 4.5 months. So it's been kind of crazy. Leonard Young, 25 years ago, 2 days ago, he graduated from Pineland Christian Academy. So good to see you, and congratulations on your 25th graduation anniversary. Christina Michelle is on. Hello, Monia from Ruin Thai, the greatest Thai food. Always love him being on with us. MG Steele, hey, good to see you. Joan Daniel, hello. Thank you, Joan, for checking in. And Terica, thank you very much for your condolences. I know you've been busy and working and tired, but we still want to see you. We expect to see you. Deborah Grant, good to see you. Hello. Thank you. Catherine Grant, thank you. Aunt Ollie has joined us as well. Alan Wright, good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here with us. Tracy Kennedy has checked in. Oh. Now, she must have been absolutely bored to check in here. So we better watch out, y'all. Thunder and Tracy Kennedy that came in here. Good to see Sandra Smith on with us. And the Reverend Bonametria Jackson. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see Lynn Brennan on as well. And Mr. Bill and Michelle Young. Good to see both of you. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope all is well with the family. Lisa Wiggins, good evening to you. Angela Kirkland is on as well. The multi-talented genius Spencer Ellis White III. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Angie Scott from the DMV in the SAV. Good to see you. Thank you very much. To Neil Livingston. Thank you, Lenora. Good evening to you. Sarah Stevens, Liberty City's finest and Liberty County's finest is on with us. Good to see you. Kathy Grant has joined us. Good to see you, Kathy. Hope you're doing well. Good to see the Reverend Thurman Neal Tillman of the First African Baptist Church. Good to see you. Greetings and salutations to you. Thank you, Julia Dinkins. Thank you. It's been our second in 23 days. It's been kind of crazy, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Latricia Robinson, good to see you, Tricia. Thank you. Um, and Neldra is checking in from Columbus. Good to see you as well. Carol Jeffrey is here. Thank you. And Michelle and Mr. Bill are recuperating. And I'm glad you believe all our prayers and support, because our prayers and support are real. They're genuine. And we are so glad that you're with us. Gloria Smith waves. I wave back to Gloria Smith. Good evening. Thank you for joining us as well. Um, Arlene Shaw Williams, good to see you as well. Thank you. And yes, Gloria, we were sorry to hear the passing of Michelle Obama's mother, Mrs. Robinson, passed away today. I think she was 86 years old. And so our thoughts go out to her and her family. Ernisa Barnwell, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Um, Thank you for joining us. Kathy Boggs is in the house. Blessings to you as well. Thank you for joining us um, on this absolutely beautiful night. Richard Dinkins has joined us, and will Joya be next? No, she's not. So Richard Dinkins is on. Then Margie got in between Richard and Joya. All right, so we need some better coordination between Richard and Joya. Y'all let Margie get in between y'all. All right, that cannot happen. It can't happen. So, but good to see the Dinkins family. Margie, thank you for joining us. Terica says hello to everybody. Paula, good evening to you as well. A lot to talk about tonight. We're going to get to it momentarily. But again, thank you all so much for being a part of the greatest gathering of superheroes in the world. Good to see Latasha Jarrett as well. Audrey Roundtree, good evening. Thank you for joining us as well. Okay. Oh, Camila, I was looking for Camila. So Camila has joined us. So I guess she's gotten finished with her little book club that was getting in the way of Friday Night Live. How dare you? We'll talk more about that. Wanda Early, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. Let's see. We're going to go ahead because it is absolutely beautiful night. A lot going on in the world's greatest city, but we are so glad that you have taken the time to join us as well. And you know what? The funny part about it was I went home, and so Max says hello to everybody. So I have Max pose for some pictures for you all. So I'll go ahead and do those momentarily so that you'll see them. I mean, he was posing for y'all. So make sure y'all see that. Um, hey, Rockin' Robin McDaniel Beck from Kansas City, Missouri. Good to see you. The Chiefs went to the White House today. Are they going to repeat next year? We don't know, right? Good to see Laura Renee Smith is on with us all the way from Central Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Patricia Johnson is on as well. Mama Charlotte has joined us. Good to see you, ma'am. Hope you are doing well. Trish has joined us, and Chad has joined us. Whoa. See, Dinkins, see, Team Dinkins, Team Howard. They are bam, bam. Trish, Chad, right there. Bam, bam. That's what we want. Bam, bam. So we hope that Trish and Chad are together today. Where are y'all? We want to know where y'all are. Make sure that Chad is safe. Bernice, all the way from you're from King County, right? King County is at Washington State. Barbara Kaufman has joined us. Thank you as well. And let me see. Oh, wow. The child has joined us too. Crystal Kaufman is on as well. This is a great day. Hey, Miss Ivernia Jackson, thank you for joining us as well. And I'm going to put some pictures of Max up. Y'all make sure y'all like those pictures too, because his feelings get hurt. Good to see Miss Mary Goldwire. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, let's see. Team Howard is at home. All right, Team Howard at home. All right, this is Cecil Vernice is from in Washington State. She tunes in from Washington State. So I think she is clearly our furthest from the West. So thank you very much. Lamb, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Jackie, I am doing okay. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Ivy Fair is on. One, two, all right. Ivy Fair is on, so I just had to get my mind right. All right. So, and some of y'all are jumping me a little bit, but y'all know it's Friday night. You know what we do on Friday night, right? We always do it every single Friday night, and so we're so glad that you're with us. Our Lupus Warrior has snuck in the room. Um, she won't be here long, y'all. She'll be here for a minute and then she leaves. That's how she does us. But it is Friday Night Live. First thing we want you to do, like the page, right? Like the page, share the page. To all of you joining us, we are so glad that you're with us. And then for those that are not, those are just watching, those people that are haters and those that are just nosy and those that are reporters and all of that. We're just glad you're on. Welcome to what community looks like. Keith Kimball is on as well. Virgil Coleman, good evening to you. Thank you. So, thank you, Ebony. I appreciate you. And so y'all know what we do, right? Tam Tam Reeves is in the house. Brittany Curry. Brittany Curry actually did the first Friday Night Live shirt. We're gonna have to. I actually bought it from her, so I bought the design from her. So I need to go ahead and get some more shirts out. Jan, good to see you as well. Patricia Biden's office is in the Con Ed building. So anyway, go ahead, like the page, share the page. Then we want to go ahead and send out the love where we send it. Good to see Sharon Renee Smith Taswell being summoned. Felicia Cusper is on. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And so we're going to send out our love. First, of course, we send out love to our girl Tara. She is Tara Strong. And y'all know we love us some Tara. And so let's go ahead and do that. Trotter, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Tara Strong, 3 green apple hearts and a red heart. We believe in the power of prayer and the power of community. We believe in good, positive thoughts. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you as well. Tracy says the community loves me. Whoa, Tracy is saying that. I'm like ready to cry. But thank you very much. I love the community as well. Then we send out love to the Lupus Warriors, which includes Miss Charlinda, who's not going to stay on long, right? So we send out love to the Lupus Warriors. And those are the green purple hearts and the red heart for those that have lupus, but lupus does not have them, right? So that's what we do for them. So we want to send out love for them. And we do this because we know there's power in well thoughts. And so if we're all thinking and hoping and praying for individuals that are dealing, it might be their day today, it might be your day tomorrow. But we know that prayer works, and we know positive thinking works. We know well wishes work. We have witnesses that happens. So, over 4 years, we know some things. I saw Erica Hardnett today. I saw her. I was very happy to see Erica Hardnett today, and I saw Maya. Who is growing like a weed. Is Maya on? Hey, Maya. Maya, you on? You gonna say hey to Papa? Good to see you as well. And then of course we send out love to our multiple sclerosis warriors. That's 3 orange hearts and a red heart. Again, sending out love to people. We can think about them. We can pray for them. And I hope when you're sending out the love, you're also sending out the prayers. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you as well. And again, Charlinda stayed on a little late today, but she'll be gone in a minute. So. But we do this because we're building community, and that's what we do. Jaheda Roberts, thank you for joining us. So here we are. We've been building community. We've been together. We've been working, praying, living together, serving together. We've gone through good times and bad times together. How long? We have gone through it for 219 weeks. 219 weeks. for every single Friday for 219 weeks, for 1,534 days, every single Friday night, for 4 years and 2 months, every single Friday night, for 50 straight months, every single Friday night. No matter where I am, no matter where you are, we have been together. I have been around the world. I've been in Ireland. I've been in Berlin. I've been in Ghana. Friday night comes, I'm with you, and you've been with me, and we've done this now for 4 straight years. Often tried to be imitated, never duplicated, because this is genuine. We build community here. And this is our opportunity to be with you, share with you, for us to share together, and to lift one another up, to get information, to ask questions. This is our opportunity to do that. And um, our beautiful, lovely senior member of Friday Night Live is on, Mrs. Sadie Campbell. I did not call her name last week. I thought I did. Please, Mother Sadie, please forgive me. Please. If you don't know, Mother Sadie is 99 years old. And Mother Sadie knows that 99 and a half will not do. Mother Sadie keeps it 100, and I'm just gonna give you love just because you're you. So y'all put some love on Sister Sadie's post, and let her know we love her. We love her. We appreciate her. Thank you so much as well. Hey, Jennifer Davenport, thank you for joining us as well. Leslie has joined us as well from. Let me see. I saw Leslie. I saw Leslie's name. Oh, Leslie Baker is on from Burton, South Carolina. Good to see you from our neighbors to the north of us. Shauna Kennedy has joined us. Thank you as well. Yeah, Alan, it is amazing. Thank you, Tanil. We appreciate that. Um, Stephen Smith, good to see you. We are building community here. Thank you. I mean, we have people from all over the country, sometimes all over the world, who have never met each other, but yet we know each other. We're a community, and we appreciate that. Sarah Malone has joined us. We're red, yellow, black, and white. We're from all places, and we appreciate that. And Brittany has given us a 95. I don't know what the 95 is for, but we'll take it. Let's stay together, and we appreciate that. Grace, thank you as well. 95. Okay, I see. Um, yeah, we appreciate Miss Sadie. Always appreciate her being on, and good to see Pootie's mom on as well. Um, Appreciate that. Jenny Parker, I had a chance to see Jenny Parker today and love on her a little bit. Thank you so much for what you have done, and certainly for 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 doing, being honorable. Being honorable. You don't have to go low when people go low. So we'll talk more about that later. But anyway, a lot to talk about. We'll be taking some questions in a few, but I'm going to go ahead and first of all, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. And this is where all of the reporters that peek in and see what I'm doing, this is what they've been wanting to hear. So we'll go ahead and get this out the way. I spoke a little bit about it, and it's going to be a little unfortunate because I'm probably not going to give you the sound bites that you want, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Hey, Lily Reddick. I well, first of all, what you should know about me is that I'm a student of government. Government, public administration. Molly Lieberman is on with us as well. I'm a student of government. Stephen Smith, hey man, thank you so much, man. Stephen Smith, if you ever get a chance to go to the Chart House, now I went to the Chart House, but I wasn't paying. That's how I was able to afford the Chart House. But the Chart House has some excellent food, excellent food. And as for Steven is like the operations manager over there. He's the man. But you want to talk about some good service, man? this brother is really he puts the capital S in service. So if you get a chance, um, you go to the Chart House in Savannah, go ahead and check. Um, go ahead and check. Oh, I did it wrong. I'm sorry. Oh. Thank you, Kareem. I appreciate that. I'm wrong. Yeah, the title was wrong because I was rushing. All right, I got you. Thank you, Akeem. I was going hard. I'm sorry, but yeah, ask for Steven. Steven, and you tell Steven that I sent you, and you tell him that you are part of the Friday Night Crew, and even his level of service, which is already at a high level, will go above into the stratosphere. But thank you, Steven. Y'all took really good care of us, and we appreciate it. I actually had like the Prime Minister um, of of Bulgaria here in Savannah last week. The Prime Minister of Bulgaria was here in Savannah, and we went to dinner at the Chart House, and we had a great time talking about how we build relationships between Savannah and countries over in Germany. And so it was really a great dinner. And we have a lot of those international relations coming in June. I have the King and Queen of the Netherlands coming to Savannah to come to visit Savannah, and they come to visit me. Um, and again, another testament to our great city, the greatest city in the world, Savannah. They're coming to Savannah, right? So that's really awesome. But anyway, um, let me see. Yeah, Frank, I'm gonna give it to Elephant in a minute. Keith, the Love and Soul Family Festival is tomorrow at Tenga Outlets at noon. Um, Mary Helen, good to see you as well. Thank you. Um, Tia is on as well. That's right. We're waiting Alfonso. We'll have the Council of Mexico coming to see me and coming to see our city. We're building these relationships. In order to have friends, you have to show yourself friendly. And so we're going to have friends all over the world because that's what kind of city Savannah is. So we're looking forward to all of that, and we're helping to build those relationships. But more importantly, opportunities to do business, opportunities for cultural fellowships. That's what it's about. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you. So anyway, thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. So Paula, look. I mean, Pamela is on from Dallas. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So let me go ahead and tell you. Um, so yesterday we were all watching the news about 5 o'clock um, when we saw that President Donald Trump was found guilty on 34 counts, a unanimous verdict on all 34 counts. Um, and being a student of government and being someone who studied as a vocation the law and the Constitution, I mean, you just never would think that you would live in a time when something like that happens, that you would have a former United States president to be convicted of a crime. And so, um, my reaction is probably a lot different than some of yours. Um, but I want to just tell you this, and then I'm going to move on. Is that I don't dance in the end zone um, for anybody's downfall. I've learned the older I get, I don't rejoice in nobody's trouble. No matter how mean they are, no matter how vindictive they are, and whether I like them or not. Um, let's not be those people. Um, I'm never, and I've tried not to, resist that urge of people getting up here saying, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm not doing that because the country lost because we have gotten to that point, and so let me tell you, for us and for the sake of our community, I'm not getting into that, and I would appreciate it if we don't either. Um, Obviously, um, it's difficult for anybody to be convicted of anything. We are a nation of laws. We are a nation where people have the opportunity to be accused of a crime and to go through a pretty standard but elaborate process to ensure that they have the opportunity to um, be presented with testimony, be judged by um, their peers. This happens every day, all throughout the nation. It happens every day, every single day. And juries, citizens listen to evidence and they determine guilt or innocence. And so in this case, they did what they were supposed to do. And, you know, I'm not going to dance in the end zone over this. And so I'm hoping that we don't either. This will be a pretty contentious um, season for us. I know that I do have people, I have friends that are very fond of former President Trump. I have friends that are very fond of President Biden. And what I would like for us to do is to make sure that this space is reserved for that. Um, I want to make sure our space and our time is reserved that. So, um, you know, I want to make sure we keep that there, okay? Because we're not going to divulge into that. So that's my position. I hope that you all will respect it and respect our space. That, you know, in this country, and the greatest thing about this country is that we have the opportunity to have an opinion, and we have the opportunity to go really, really hard for our teams. And somebody like me, who knows suffering, I mean, I know what it's like to have your team lose. I mean, I'm a Giants fan, I'm a Knicks fan, and I know what it's like, you know, when your team loses. I know what that feels like. You know, and when other teams win, I'm watching them, I'm sitting on the couch. But then one day my team wins. You know what? And I want you to be happy for me. And so for us, our team, and it's not Democrat or Republican, our team is Friday Night Live. And so every Friday night, we all win. And so let us just make sure that we do what we can to make sure that everybody wins. Okay? So thank you in that. I mean, I'm not going, you know, we're not going to sit there and bash people. We're not doing that. We're just not going to do that. We're not about that. And y'all saying I'm low. All right, let me drink something. We're not about that. We're not going to be that. And we're better than that. Because when this is all over, after November, whatever the date is, we're still going to be Americans. And we're still going to be on Friday Night Live. We're going to talk about it on Friday night. And we're going to be together. So let's just make sure in the midst of all that's going on, let's not really go there, okay? You know, here, everybody's welcome to be a part of Friday Night Live. So good to see the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryant was on with us. Good to see her. I spent some time with her today. Thank you very much. Also, I saw someone else. I saw somebody else on, and I forgot who it was. But somebody else was on, and I'll speak to you when I see you. Ernestine, today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Ernestine. I'm going to give you some love because it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. All right? All right. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. And Mama Marsha is on. Thank you. As well. Daphne Roberts is on. Whoa. That's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you very much. But so it's Friday night. A lot of things happening in the city. We opened up our pools. We have started the 100 days of summer here in Savannah. We are ready to keep these pools open. I will go back to remind you all, Gloria Lloyd, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And look at Molly speaking to her mom on Friday Night Live. See, that's what I love about this. See, Crystal is on, Miss Barbara is on. See, mother and daughter's bonding time on Friday Night Live. And here is um, Molly saying, "Hi, mom." So, Marsha, I want you to say, "Hi, mom," or "Hey, baby," or something really endearing like that. Kenneth Bussey has joined us. Good to see you, sir. Um, Oh, Chad is reaching for the Bacardi. Well, Chad, reach for it. Um, Alan says the dad always said, regardless of who the next president is, you got to get to work or school or pursue your goal. Absolutely. All right. Um, yeah, we got to do that. Angie is her birthday, so we're sending love to Angie Scott as well on her birthday. Um, so our pools are open. Oh, now I will tell you this. And we told y'all from that shooting foolishness that happened a couple of weeks ago, we've been making arrests. We have been making arrests. Now, Mama Marsh says, "Hey, Mom, see, ain't that sweet? See, Friday Night Live, we bring families together. That's what we do." But we've been making arrests and we've been putting out photographs, and I want to thank this community because we've asked you for help. There are other unsolved crimes out there. We need your help as well. We want to bring these people to justice, and that is something that we're intent on doing. We want to make good cases based on good data to make good arrests so that we can make sure that they're prosecuted appropriately and harshly, and make sure that they're sentenced appropriately and harshly for pulling guns, pulling triggers in this community. And I think we can all agree on that. But Trish, back to you. Yeah, great programs for the kids. We want them to do everything, all kinds of things. We prioritize kids in the city of Savannah, obviously, but we want kids to be busy. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, my mother would throw me outside in the morning and say, "Go play." And literally, we were outside all day long, running around, doing the stuff that we do. And when we came in that evening, we smelled like outside. I mean, kids, kids don't smell like outside now. They too cute. We want these kids to be outside. We want them to come in and stink. I remember I used to come to my grandmother's house and we smell like outside, and she said, "You go straight to the tub, straight to the tub," because we smelled like outside. And I don't really smell that outside smell anymore. So we have to get these kids dirty and engaged, get them tired, get their minds motivated. And we have athletic services, we have cultural services, we have leisure services, we have people working in neighborhoods. Glenda Jones has 9 youth working in Liberty City for the city's neighborhood improvement team. Thank you. Ernestine drinking water from the water hoses. That's right. Linda Wilder Bryan says kids on social media and gaming. Let me tell you, when I was growing up in Brooklyn, and if Laura is on, she will remember this. The the best time for me, and it was good summers. It would be so hot. Now, the hot in New York is nothing like the hot here, right? Um, Nothing. Um, and Ernestine, Linda say walking bare feet. Christiana says the mother rang that bell back porch dinner, and we be report prompt to the supper, right? And so the funny thing about it was in New York, and I don't know how it happened, but we had these fire hydrants. And the coolest thing in the world for us were a couple of things. One was playing, we would play stick ball in the street. We, get rubber, we play half rubber, and we had a stick, a broomstick, and we played. And we played for hours. Then you had the younger guys and the older guys and girls on there playing. But one of my most favorite things to do now, as a city official now, I hate it. But I know I'm doing better. Um, and Chad says Excel is doing summer skill camps. Yeah, so we'll make sure to put that out there. But we would turn on the um, the fire hydrant. Somebody always had the fire hydrant turn on the thing, the fire hydrant um, wrench. Hey, Dr. Karen Cooper, Smiles Designed by Karen. See, she's a phenomenal dentist. We have her on. Sydney Robinson, thank you for joining us, sir. Um, and Lynn Molly says the the Summer 21st Century Camp start next week, so that's good. And Faye saying they're watching from Orlando. Good to see you. But let me tell you what we would do. We would open these fire hydrants, right? And then somebody would get a can. You just had to get a regular can, and you get the can opener, and you would open off both sides of the can, right? And so the water is coming out. And then you would take the can and hold the can. You would straddle the fire hydrant, and you would put the can over the water, and the water would shoot up into the air, and you would hold it there. And all these kids would come running in there, and the water is just going. And I mean, it was just the best time. Now, as a mayor, knowing how much water costs, we wouldn't do it. But it was just the best time. And so then cars would come and we would stop, right? Then, and then cars would come through, especially if somebody just washed their car. You put it on there and that, I mean, that was just good times, good times. For me, it was about White Castle. That does my stomach wrong. It was about Italian ices. It was about pizza. It was somewhat about some summer jobs and stuff. It was about soft serve ice cream. I mean, and they come running, and we would all go out there and we would enjoy it. The thing I'm saying to you is this, is that for us, we had, Sydney, you're right, playing handball. They don't play handball no more because they might hurt their hands. We used to have that rubber ball, and we would play handball, double dutch. We would play Scully with caps that had tar in it. We would play, they would play jacks, right? All that kind of stuff. And we just enjoyed it. But for me, it was memories, right? And we want our young people to have memories of summers. You can't have memories. You can't have memories, if you're sitting in a house not doing anything. If you can take your kids away, let them experience something else, you want them to go ahead and do that. But I mean, we can all remember those things. And then, fact is, you have young memories to go up, and then you should enjoy it, right? Frank, don't you dare open up a fire hydrant. Frank, I'll have you thrown in jail. Do not open the fire hydrant. Water was much cheaper then, and I wasn't paying for it. So, please, Frank, do not open up the fire hydrants, okay? We do have splash pads. Thank you, Linda Wilder Bryan. Shirley, thank you very much for your condolences. Ken Slats, Superstar Slats is on. Sydney Robinson, 173rd and Webster, that's in the Bronx, all right. And Catherine played jacks, and Keith did all that. That's what it was all about. All right, Frank, please do not turn on the fire hydrants in downtown Savannah, okay? That's right. So Faye just lifted a good memory, the big block of ice, and they had the little thing that you go, and then you put it on there, and you take basically all this syrup and just pour it all on there, and it never stayed in a little flimsy cup. Next thing you know, it's all over you. Good times, good times, good times, good times, good times. We want our young people to have those good times as well. We want them to enjoy themselves, right? So thank you, Sarah. We appreciate you as well. Thank you. So we want to make sure, Patricia says old maid cards. Wow, you went back. Let's create great times, and for parents out here, make sure they are make sure we are engaging young people. Brittany Curry, thank you so much. Barbara, thank you. Good evening. Paula said the thrills of snowballs. Yeah, I mean, we have to create memories for our young people as well. And so I'm asking you, particularly for parents and grandparents, let's create some memories for them so when they get older, they didn't say they stayed and played PlayStation 2 all day. Sherry Smiley, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So let's create some memories for our young people. Great times for them as well. So we're doing that, and our goal is hopefully that not one young person loses their life um, this summer. We're going to do all we can within the power that we have to keep young people engaged, keep them out of trouble, and we all have to do our parts in being able to do that, playing under the rules that we have, right? So um, thank you very much for that. So yes, I will go ahead and share with you. I lost my uncle. Actually, I've lost two uncles in 23 days. So I've been in New York literally every week for the last 3 weeks, and I'm going back. Um, I'm going back next week. Um, my mother's youngest brother died, so she lost her oldest living brother and her youngest brother literally within 23 days of each other. And so, you know, it's one of those times. You know, life be lifing. You know, for us, you know, between January and May 31st, she's lost her husband and lost two brothers. I've lost my father and two uncles. Um, you know, and that's kind of what life is. Thank you all so much for your condolences. My uncle was a pretty phenomenal guy. My uncle self-taught himself to play the bass, and he became one of the best bass players in the land. He became so good that he has toured the world with the late great Phyllis Hyman. He joined Phyllis Hyman as her band director. No, he joined as her bass player. And the night, he was her when she died. He was her musical director. And so I had a chance through him to meet Phyllis Hyman on multiple occasions. Um, she was just a phenomenal woman, phenomenal singer, excellent performer, and he was just an outstanding bass player to be self-taught from Brevoort Projects in Brooklyn, um, and Boys and Girls High School. Um, but he really stoked my love for music. When I realized I had an interest in music, and we would just sit down and talk music, and he's like practice and learn all your keys and all of that kind of stuff. So, um, you know, more importantly, than being a musician, he was a loving father and husband, someone that was a great big brother to me as well as my uncle. So, we know that time is filled with transition, and so as difficult as it is for us, thank you all so much for your prayers and condolences um, for that. So, any questions? Anything I can answer? Um, Anything you want to know about? Um, Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Elise. Any questions or anything? Thank you, Trish. Um, Trish, I'm going to be posting. Um, um, Max actually took some pictures for Friday Night Live, so I'll be posting those in a little bit. I'm going to post them tonight, as a matter of fact. Um, so Akeem wants to know, how do we go about getting a bus closer to the Kroger on the Mall Boulevard? Um, a few weeks ago, you pushed an elderly lady in a wheelchair from Kroger to the mall parking lot. Um, hmm. I think you have to go through the Chatham Area Transit Board. Dietrich Leggett is on that board. I will send you his phone number um, as well, so we'll make sure to um, get you to where you need to be. But Dietrich Leggett is on that board. Um, we need to make sure that our transportation services are accessible and available to everyone. You should not have to push an elderly lady in a wheelchair from Kroger to the mall parking lot bus stop. That's quite a ways, and it's across the street. So thank you, Akeem, for letting us know. Yes, we have a Super Saturday event tomorrow as well, and that's for people wanting to have loans and grants. Get grants from the city, and so that information is already on my page. Thank you, Ernestine. Thank you, Trish. Um, so, anything else? We're soon to make a decision. We are on recess. I started to institute recesses for our council, um, because our reality was that we were just going full speed every 2 weeks. So, we don't meet again until the end of June. And so this is a chance for our council, for our city to stop, catch its breath, exercise some self-care. Um, and so, the good news is that, it'll be a little flat for a while, but we'll come back strong. We have to make a decision about the Civic Center. We're going to do that the end of June. Frank wants to know any chance that the walk along the river could be cleaner. Um, yeah, I mean it could be cleaner, and I will check into that. I think it's two sides of it. One, we should clean it, but second, people shouldn't dump or be messy there. I think it's incumbent upon thus. I've seen kids like, "Oh, pick that up. Trash can is right there. So um, don't hate to bring it up. I mean, you know, we have very heavily used um, walkways and waterfronts and riverfronts and streets, and so people um, literally dump. So we have to do both. We have to make sure that we are cleaning it regularly, and I'll check to make sure that we are. And then we have to hold some people accountable that want to litter there. And when you write them a couple of tickets, they'll get the point. That's right. Juneteenth is coming up. Oh, and I got to tell you that I want y'all to be there on June the 19th, which is Juneteenth. It's a Wednesday this year. Juneteenth is a federal holiday. We are hosting for the first time, and hopefully every year, a community walk. It's going to be early in the morning. We will be walking from 38th Street Park, which is 38th and MLK, straight down MLK to the river at Plant Riverside. And the purpose of this is to be able to really commemorate the fact that there were people who, for 2 years, knew that they were in bondage when they were actually free. There are people who died thinking that they were in bondage and they were actually free. And so Juneteenth is American history. It's not black history. It's American history. It comes from an act of the 16th President of the United States. Um, and so I'm asking the entire community to come out and be a part of this walk. We will have um, trolleys for those who can't walk but want to ride with us. Um, I think Old Town Trolleys is going to give us some trolleys. It's just going to be a really great day for this community. And again, it's not a parade. We're not celebrating. We're not celebrating the end of slavery. We're commemorating um, the issues of slavery. And so we want all of us to be together. We'll put that information out there. The legend himself um, is is there. Thank you very much. Good to see uh, Tyrone Hollywood Brown, the legend himself. Thank you for joining us. Marjorie Young, thank you. Marjorie, I need your help to get that out. We want business leaders. We want our whole community for us just to be together. And we're going to do it early enough. It's a federal holiday, so once you get finished, you got your whole day in front of you. It'll take about an hour, and we're just going to be together and share together. Um, Activities on Juneteenth on the, um, the Saturday before and the Saturday afterwards as well. So I'll make sure you know that. Also, I wanted you all to know tomorrow is Pride Month. June 1st starts Pride Month, and it also kicks off um, Caribbean Month. And so, um, Barbara, I'm talking about probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It'll be early. It'll be before the sun really starts burning. I want to be home by then. Good to see Vanessa. Um, so I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, Treen, good to see you. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, Mary Helen Bright. I was talking about something, and Barbara got me turned around. What was it? Y'all remind me what I was talking about. I hate when that happens sometimes. Um, what was I talking about? Come on, somebody knows what I was talking about. Oh, Pride Month. Thank you. It's Pride Month, but now it's Caribbean Month. And so, if any of you all are of Caribbean descent, I am putting together a group of Savannahans that are Caribbean or have Caribbean descent. Um, we want to have next year our very first Caribbean festival here in Savannah. And so, if you are of Caribbean descent, just inbox me, okay? We're pulling together our citizens that have Caribbean descent. We have tried to make sure that we made very clear that belonging and fitting in are two different things. We don't want people to fit in. We don't want you to change who you are. We want you to be who you are. And so we want to recognize, again, being from Brooklyn, they have a large Caribbean population. As a matter of fact, they say that Brooklyn is the largest Caribbean nation in the world. Um, but there is such, for those of you who have never been, there's such culture, such foods, such dance, parades. Thank you, E. Joyce Paris. Thank you for joining us. Um, but we want to bring together our Caribbean neighbors and friends, and we want to have a festival unlike any other and have a really good time of enjoying that. Again, for us, we want to embrace people for who we are, who they are, which is why we have OLA, which is Hispanic Outreach, Leadership and Advocacy. That's why we have Proud Savannah. That's why we have AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islander for Savannah. Um, we want to be able to lift people. And again, we want to enjoy everything. You know, we don't have to eat Southern food all the time. And we want to embrace our entire community. So I'm looking really forward to that. Um, we enjoy, um, Irish food, St. Patrick's time and throughout the year. We do Jewish food with Shalom Y'all and those events. And again, we want to make sure that our children are well rounded. So I am looking forward to it. Yes, sir. Harold, yes, sir. Caribbean Carnival, yes. Um, so we're looking forward to that. Um, and I am looking forward to that. So if you're Caribbean or from Caribbean descent, um, here go Laura, chicken roti and beef, chicken patty and cocoa bread, curry chicken. I say curry goat. What about curry goat, Laura? What about sorrel? What about aki? All of those things. Again, we want our young people to grow up well-rounded. We want them, you don't have to go everywhere to experience it. There are people right here that understand those cultures. We want to learn, and we learn in learning just how connected we are. So I'm looking forward to it. So if you're of Caribbean descent or you have a neighbor that's of Caribbean descent, we let us know. We're going to pull together a group, and we're going to have a great festival next year. I am looking forward to our Caribbean festival. It's going to be awesome. So, anything else? Any other questions? Anything? Anybody want to know? The weather is supposed to be absolutely phenomenal this weekend. We are looking forward to great weather this weekend. We want you to go out and enjoy it as well. Um, Laura says she only eats poultry and seafood. Um, but you used to eat curry goat. Yeah, curry goat was great, right? So yeah, it is very good. Um, and we want to, we want to be able just to enjoy all of it. We want to be a well-rounded city, and so we're looking forward to being well-rounded and really embracing everybody from everywhere and what they bring to us. And so I'm excited about it. I am really excited about it, and excited that our community continues to grow. Um, we're looking forward to it. Um, so yeah, June, and then hurricane season starts tomorrow, and I know it's been 6 months since I've talked about it, but hurricane season um, starts tomorrow, and I want you to do one thing for me between now and next Friday. One thing. One thing. this week, I just want you to make sure you have your insurances tight. Okay? Make sure, A, that you have insurance. Make sure that you have adequate insurance. Make sure your insurance is in effect. Okay? Thank you, Kathy. If you're a renter, make sure you have renter's insurance. And I cannot say this enough. Renter's insurance is relatively inexpensive. It is important to you because in having renter's insurance, if something happens to the place that you're renting, the homeowner's insurance covers the home. It does not cover your contents. So essentially, you could have a place that you're paying the rent for, and something happens to that place. They get their money for the place, and you get nothing for your stuff. Nothing. So go ahead and get renter's insurance. Parents, if you have kids, let them get renter's insurance. It makes sense. All right? Second thing I want you to do is I want you to go around with your phone and take pictures of all the stuff of value in your house. I want you to get pictures of the serial numbers, right? Get pictures of the serial numbers and the models. Okay? That's important. All right, Terica, you're going to let me know that you did it, right? Next week, you're going to let me know you did it, right? All right. Thank you, Mama Sadie. I appreciate that. And then also, for homeowners, what happens is your home grows in value. And so what ends up happening is as your value of your home goes up, the amount of your insurance stays the same. And so if you want to be able to replace your house if something happens to it. So you might want to check your insurance. Folks, good to see Mayor Pro Tem and Stella Edwards Shabazz on. Good to see you, ma'am. Verdell Jones is my State Farm insurance agent. I'm calling her on Monday. Make sure that I have what I need. I need you to go and find all your important records. Your marriage licenses, your birth certificates, your social security cards. And I want you to either take pictures of them or I want you to scan them, right? Scan them and make sure they're somewhere up in the cloud in case you need them, okay? You just never know what happens. And at least if they're in the cloud, you can get to them if you need them, okay? So that's this week's assignment. Make sure that you have insurance. Make sure you have adequate insurance. Make sure that you have flood insurance if you can. It usually takes 30 days to kick in. If you don't have to get flood insurance, get it because it's cheaper. Flood insurance covers rising water, so go ahead and do that. If you have renter's insurance, go ahead and take advantage of that. Make sure you know what you have in your house. Make sure you have pictures of the items. Make sure that you have the serial numbers and the model numbers. It makes things very, very easy if you're trying to claim loss. And make sure that as your policies grow, your assets grow, that you have insurance to cover your assets. Hey, Deanna. Now we're leaving, Deanna. You just came on, but good to see you. So that's your assignment. That's the homework I want y'all to remember, and I want somebody to remind me next week that was what the homework was, right? Let's make sure we do that. I'm calling Verdell on Monday to make sure I have what I need to have because, if something goes on here, I'm out. I'm not staying trying to save no house. I'll just use my insurance because that's what insurance is for. And then, I'll just build something back. But make sure you have enough money to build back what you have. If you lose your house and you don't have enough insurance, you only get the amount of insurance to build back, which means you might be building back smaller than what you had because you don't have the money. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. Okay? So that's my preaching for today. All right? Lamb, thank you very much. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you joining us every single Friday night. for Friday Night Live. I can't tell you how much you mean to me. Can't tell you how special you are to me, how much I enjoy being with you all every single Friday night. And yes, Condoleezza, go ahead, get your divorce papers, because if you don't get your divorce papers, you might still be married, right? Be very, very careful. You might still be married. All right? So good night, everybody. God bless you all. Be safe. And thank you for being Savannah Strong. Good night.